Well, it is time to talk, or at least listen to the talk. TEDx 2025 is coming up this spring, and the theme for TEDx Charleston is Thrive. TEDx happens April 23rd at Charleston Music Hall. Is an event that promises to entertain, to inform, to provoke, and even inspire. And joining us to talk about TEDx 2025 is the organizer and curator, Mike Sotak. Mike, thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thanks for having me.
We're excited to talk about TED. Of course, everyone is excited. So first of all, what is TEDx and how does it differ from just TED Talk? What's the X?
Sure. We talk about Big TED, which was the original kind of global event that gets all the big celebrities and luminaries and thought leaders to an event a few times a year. And over the years, they've kind of franchised that model out to local communities like ours. So there's about 3,000 events like ours around the world called TEDx. X is kind of signifies that it's a local version of a TED Talk, but essentially same format, short, really inspiring, insightful, thought-provoking talks from, in our case, people from the Low Country, which makes it special.
Yeah, and the theme for this year is Thrive. What's the idea behind this year's theme?
You know, the theme we actually decided on several months ago, but we try to capture kind of the mood of the moment. We're coming out of the COVID doldrums, and we had themes like Reemerge and Uncharted, which were cool and kind of captured the essence of it. But this year we said, let's be a little bit more proactive and positive and get people off the couch and you know, inspire people to do proactive things that will help them thrive in any aspect of their lives.
How many speakers and how do you select the speakers for TEDx?
We have 13 speakers and 4 performers and 1 featured artist. The speakers are selected through an application process, so anybody can apply, and we get several hundred applications during our application window in the summertime, late fall, and then we select about 50 who go through a very rigorous interview process. They have to be interviewed by coaches and selection committee members, and we try to identify a cohort, a group that is diverse in terms of the topics, the types of people they are, and obviously the quality of the content and their ability to present that content in a TED-like fashion.
And then they go through an actual process as well. And these are people who most are probably professional and probably pretty focused on their particular careers or ideas, but they are still trained or coached in some way.
Yeah, that's a requirement of getting selected. Before we even select you, you have to commit to going through the process, which is basically 3 months of fairly rigorous, intense training by our coaches who have coached over the years dozens of speakers, so they know the formula for what works. But as you said, a lot of professionals, a lot of very accomplished people, but a lot of people don't have the public speaking skills, experience, confidence, unlike you. One of our speakers, I want to add that she kind of breaks the mold, although we do get, interestingly, we do get people who I would consider professional speakers. Sorry, the phone's going off. But you know, still require coaching because the TED Talk format is a little bit different than the type of speaking that you do as part of your career, or a lecturer or a professor or something like that. So it's something we take a lot of pride in how we prepare our speakers.
Yeah, well, I will admit that I am one of the speakers for TED 2025. Again, it happens April 23rd at Charleston Music Hall. It is a very intense process, but definitely well worth it. You learn, you know, a lot about what you don't know about the speaking process and what makes being on a stage and in the spotlight compelling. Most importantly, you want the audience to take something away.
We want the audience to participate and think that these are their peers. I mean, these are people from the community, and you can aspire to be on that red dot, the stage, the TEDx stage yourself in future years. So we have, like I said, open application process. And you know, we're not looking for celebrities, present company excluded, but we're looking for people who have big ideas, and I think you're certainly one of those, regardless of your professional status.
Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. It is a lot of fun, and once again, we invite you to participate. Get the ticket information about TED 2025. It happens April 23rd at Charleston Music Hall. Of course, there's a lot more of News to It For after a quick break. Stay right here with us.